It is time now for the Pair Morning News on this Friday morning, June 26, 2015. Good morning to you all here on this lovely Friday morning, June 26, 2015. Here are your news and nines here. And top story here at 6:30 in the morning time on this beautiful Friday morning here is the authority swarmed a factory outside Lyon, France on Friday after a man reportedly carried an Islamic State flag. A Texas news report said. Opponents of Obamacare were hoping that the court would provide one of the law's central components by real debt insurance tax credits were available. Only the conservatives of the 14 states that set up their own insurance marketplaces, not those of the 36. On a remote part of the southeast of the Alaskan coastline, amid a landscape of sheer cliffs and snaking that could easily be the setting for a Tolkien novel, a sightseeing floatplane crashed through a granite rock face. Thursday killed all 9 people on board. Brussels. Greek Prime Minister Alexis dispersed to hold a meeting Friday with German Chancellor Angela Merkel and French President Francis Hollande. The Greek official said a day before potentially decisive talks to the country's bailout. From Seth MacFarlane's perspective, getting NFL star Tom Brady doing cameo on 10-2 was a no-brainer. The cast equivalent of having a receiver wide open in the end zone. In Beirut, an attack by Islamic State fighters at a Syrian town of Kamani and nearby villages so far killed at least 146 civilians, the second biggest massacre in the hard-line group of the country. A conflict monitor said on Friday. In Paris, France's president wants Uber's cheapest car service shut down, and his vehicle seized, but Uber refuses to stop the service until ruled by the country's top court. European Union leaders have agreed to relocate 40,000 migrants from Italy and Greece to the other EU countries over the next 2 years and have to share the burden of a growing crisis. Secretary of State John F. Kerry and his team were returning international negotiations at the 19th Century Palace this weekend with a bounty of a unsolicited advice on how they could make a better nuclear agreement from Iran. After the support of Marianne Avenue, Goldberg said it was carrying medical equipment for hospitals in the Strip. Israel elected to allow the flotilla to reach Gaza shores. In Los Angeles, firefighters investigating reported patrol extension of Central California beach last month. Did it take long to realize the spill had taken place? Months after a virtual measles outbreak spread from one Disneyland visitor to more than 100 California residents, the state has been described as an anti-vaccination outfit and poised to pass one of the nation's toughest laws requiring immunizations. Republican presidential hopeful Ted Cruz has choice merits Thursday for the Supreme Court justices whose majority votes upheld the President Obama's Affordable Care Act. Tesco suffered a further slide in the sales in the first quarter of the financial year. The performance beat market expectations, but still underlined the scale of the task under turnaround. British retailer. Target's chief merchandise and supply chain officer Kevin Tensions leaving their post as the latest move by Target's new chief Brian Cornell reshaped the retailer. In Tokyo, Jeff Bezos' household spending rose in May for the first time in more than a year, and a robust job market fueled hopes that the companies will begin lifting wages needed to spark inflation towards the central bank's ambitious 2% goal. The British genetically modified wheat crop has proven effective to ward off aphids as such are the fails seen when someone interferes with Mother Nature. In Seoul, South Korea has introduced a new law designed to curb a embryo outbreak, tightened and quarantine restrictions that impose on jail sentences on those who survive. Anti-infection measures and an aggressive sentence now left 31 people dead. Countries that have been worst affected by HIV must focus on preventing new infections and expanding access to their antiretroviral treatment to stop the risk of epidemic rebound, says a new report for the UN AIDS and Lancet Commission. Every 5 years, the U.S. government comes out with a new dietary guideline. The government is constantly testing and revaluing our dietary guidelines in an effort to help Americans know what was best to eat for the most optimum health. PHL News Time, 6:34, 26 minutes to 7, and it is time now for a stock market report of this Friday morning here. The Dow futures 17,811 down 1, SP futures 2893 down 1, and Nasdaq 4,503.50 down 5 3/4 here. European market DAX 11,404 down 65.09, FTSE 6740.83, that's 66.99. CAC 45,060.28, that's 25.43. Asian markets, Nikkei 2706.50, that's 65.25. Shanghai 4193.64, that's 324.14. HSI 26663.87, that's 41.88. US markets there, Dow close 17,890.36, that's 35.71. S&P 500 2102.31, that's 6.27, and Nasdaq 5112.19. Oil markets here, Dow. Oil markets 59.46, down 24 cents. Brent 63.60, down 4 cents. And natural gas 2.831, down 19,000 point. In gold markets here, 1173.10, up 1.30. Silver 15.78, down 28,000 point. And copper 2.627, up 4,000 point. In the bonds, US 10 yield 2.4054%, up 1,200 point. German 10 yield 0.856%, down 7,000 point. And Germany's 10 yield 0.477%, up 3,000 point. European US dollar 1.198, down 6,000 point. US dollar Germany easy at 123.39, down 21 cents. And Great Britain US dollar 1.5736, down 8,000 point. In the commodities here, wheat 541, up 9. Soybean 979, up 1 1/4. Corn 380.5, up 4. Sugar 11.68, up 16 cents. Coffee 134.70, down 40 cents. Cotton 64.8, unchanged. Rough rice 10.02, down 25,000 point. And cocoa 3,297, up 23. Live cattle 140.575, unchanged. Lean ox 72.50, unchanged. And FT cattle 219.05, unchanged. Peter Chell News Time 636. Looking at incident alerts here. An early morning second alarm fire at Braintree, Massachusetts at 214 Shaw Street. That's fire was in a two-story residential dwelling. And now look at the sports here at 6:37. 23 minutes to 7. The Boston Red Sox lose to the Baltimore Orioles 8-6 as the Sox drop 2-3 to the Orioles at Fenway Park as the Red Sox travel and to Tampa, Florida for a date with the Tampa Bay Rays in the first of a 3-game weekend series started at 7:10 p.m. down in Tampa, Florida. Last night, the Boston Celtics selected Louisville point guard Terry Rozier with a 16th pick last night in the NBA draft. In New York, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver announced New York Knicks first-round pick the 4th overall, and Knicks fans booed as Latvia Sim but gifted 7-footer Chris Tapps. President walked on stage to check in and post with pictures with Silver. Whether you agree with the long-term plan with Philip is 76 with general manager Sam Hinkle or not, when it's good if your plans are going to work. Yes. Not draft night of the park every year. Here, Channel News Time 6:38, 22 minutes to 7 minutes. Time now for a travel report here on this. Friday morning, the gateways of the weekend here, 95 on the northbound side, a little slow before 295 and down the bird, doing an exit at 95 northbound after 295, so expect a few delays around that area here. And the highways around Providence area are looking good here. 146 on the northbound side, a little slow to the southern stretch here. 190 on the southbound side, a little slow from 140 in West Wilson stretch, so expect some delays around that area here. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow before Route 120 in Cantonair. 24 northbound side, so after Harrison Boulevard and Avon to Route 120 in Canton Randolph area here. Southeast Expressway to the northbound side, it's slow from Quincy all the way up in the Dorchester here, Mass Pike to the westbound side, and it's slow from Logan Airport all the way out to South Boston here, and Mass Pike to the eastbound side. It's slow from Natick all the way out to before Route 128 in Weston here. 120 on the northbound side, it's slow from Route 18 in Norwood all the way out to Route 109 in Westwood here. 93 on the southbound side, it's slow from Bedford all the way out to the Zakin Bridge. 120 on the southbound side, it is slow from, little slow from Bloodfield all the way to Reading here. Mass Pike interchange with 185, a little slow. Up in New Hampshire, Everett Turnpike, a little slow around Route 111 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 93 to the northbound side, a little slow in Salem, New Hampshire here. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow around Route 101 in Northampton, New Hampshire here. And Spalding Turnpike, a little slow around Route 125 in Rochester, New Hampshire. And the main turnpike is looking from York up in Augusta via Kittery and Main turn back into the step outside. A little slow for the Litchfield stretch here. But otherwise, so far, a smooth sailing commute here on this Friday morning here. And 495 of the step outside. A little slow in Haverhill here. And 120 at the step outside. And it's slow from Route 3 to Burlington to Lexington here. And now look at the MBTA alerts here on this Friday morning here. Subway system is looking good. On the Commuter Rail, it's looking good, and the ferries are smooth sailing there. Peter Shell News Time, 6:40 here, and it is time now for weather report here on this Friday morning. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 6:40 in the morning time here. 66 degrees on temperature overcast skies. Humidity 78%. Wind speed north about 5 miles per hour. Barometer 12.96. Now 29.95 inches. Dew about 59 degrees and visibly 10 miles an hour here. Alright. Take a look at our current conditions around the region here. 65 degrees on temperature in Boston. 63 in Bedford and Fitchburg and Beverly and Lark. 61 in Gloucester. 60 in Sturbridge. 63 in Worcester. 65 in Milford. 66 in Taunton, 63 in Bedford, 64 in Plymouth, 63 in Provincetown, 66 in Falmouth and Chatham, 68 degrees at Cape Cod Base, 63 in Boston Harbor, 64 in Martha's Vineyard, 62 in Nantucket, it's 64 in Smithfield, 65 in Westway, 66 in Blockout, 68 in Montauk, 70 in Islip, 71 in New York City, 69 in Bridgeport, 67 in New Haven, it's 63 in Danbury, 66 in Waterbury, it's 68 in Middletown, Meriden, Connecticut, 67 in Hartford, 63 in Woods Lock, 62 in Springfield, it's 58 in Athol, 59 in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 60 degrees in Pittsfield, and North Adams in Albany, 57 in Sterling Springs, 59 in Bennington, 55 in Rutland, Vermont, 57 in Broward, Vermont, it's 57 in Keene, New Hampshire, 55 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 59 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 57 in Longport, New Hampshire, 57 in Concord, New Hampshire, 58 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 62 in Nashua, New Hampshire, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 58 degrees up in Port Maine here. Alright, looking at the surface map, it shows that long station front from northeastern Oregon, straight to the down for the Rockies, and Dan for the Central Plains States and down for Ohio Valley, and stretching for Virginia and at the sea with a line of low pressure from Virginia all the way at the Missouri here, and level line of low pressure around South Dakota and northeastern Washington State and north central California. And got a ridge of high pressure up in the northern Great Lakes, another ridge of high pressure around the Gulf of Mexico, high pressure right in Wyoming, and the Four Corner region here, and a front from southeastern California, and another front from southwestern Arizona down the Gulf of California with a low pressure right in southwestern Arizona here. 60 degrees in Detroit, 63 in Pittsburgh, 69 out in Washington, D.C., 76 out in Atlanta, Georgia, 80 in Miami, Florida, 80 in Dallas, Texas, 76 in Brownsville, Texas. It's 67 degrees out in Kansas City, 68 in Omaha, Nebraska, 61 in Chicago, 65 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 52 in Great Falls, Montana, 68 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, 60 in Los Angeles, it's 96 in Las Vegas, it's 72 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 58 in Denver, 71 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and 93 degrees out of Phoenix, Arizona here. Alright, looking at the radar situation here on this Friday morning here. And it shows a line of rain showers around Worcester and stretching up in northern Worcester County and stretching up Route 2 from Leominster all the way out to Athol, Greenfield, and up to the central Berkshires, and some rain showers west of Springfield. And this is heavy batches of rain showers north of Concord, New Hampshire, and a lot of showers and storms around Manchester, New Hampshire, around eastern Derry, New Hampshire here. And take a look at where the storms will be headed. This heavy band will be in the seacoast region of New Hampshire in the next hour or two. And this is another batch of rain off the Maine coast, and it's going to be at the sea here. And some spotty rain showers around Vermont. Spotty rain showers off the Woods Hole, and a spotty rain showers off the southeastern Rhode Island coastline here. Zooming you out a little bit. Show some spotty showers and storms around central portions of New Hampshire and up to Vermont here, and a spotty rain showers around the Maine coast, around the down-eastern Maine coast. A line of rain showers around southern Maine. And a line of rain showers and storms way off the New Jersey coastline, with a few thunderstorms way off the New Jersey coastline here. And Zooming out, and it shows a line of showers and storms from central Ohio down for eastern Kentucky, down for the western Virginia's here. And a line of showers and storms way off the North Carolina coastline, and a line of rain, showers, and storms off the Carolina coastline, down for Georgia coastline, off the Florida Atlantic coast, and a line of showers and storms around the Gulf states here, Gulf Coast here, and a line of rain, showers, and thunderstorms from southeast to South Dakota, down to northeast of Nebraska, down for Iowa, down for Missouri, and down for Kansas, down for western Oklahoma, down for Texas here, and a lot of rain showers around western portions of Mexico, down for southern portions of Nevada, and down for southeastern portions of California, and some spotty rain showers around central portions of Alberta, down for Saskatchewan, down for south central portions of Manitoba here, and we'll zoom you into this action it shows. Very heavy bands of rain, showers, and the thunderstorms here, west of the St. Louis area, and stretching around Alton and around Arnold. And another line of heavy showers around Canaan and around Rolla. And a lot of rain from Hannibal, and stretching down through Jefferson City and around Sedalia, and a line of heavy showers around Northern Nevada, Missouri, and around Harrisonville. So expect the state of Missouri to get a wet commute in store here, especially those of the motorists in the St. Louis area here. And look at the satellite loop here, and it shows a line of clouds covering around New England here, and another line of patchy clouds around the West Virginia and down for the Ohio Valley, and around the western Great Lakes and down for the Northern and Central Plains, and around Kansas down for eastern portions of Colorado, and a line of clouds from western Oklahoma down for Texas, and a line of clouds from western Mexico down for southern Arizona down for New Mexico, and a line of clouds from southeastern California down for southern portions of Nevada, and around the Los Angeles area, north of Los Angeles here. And a line of clouds from British Columbia up to Alberta, down for Saskatchewan, down for central Manitoba, and northern Ontario, and up in the Churchill Bay here. And a spotty clouds off the Florida coast there. Florida East Coast, and a line of clouds around the Gulf states here, Gulf Coast. Looking at a severe weather outlook here. Risk of showers and of severe weather. Enhanced risk from southeastern Missouri down for northeastern Arkansas down for western and central Tennessee down for Kentucky and around the Ohio River Valley from Portsmouth to Cincinnati down for southern Indiana down for southern Illinois. As hail, damaging winds, isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out here. And take a look at the tropics here on this Friday morning. Nothing brewing in the Atlantic and the Eastern Pacific here. Alright. Okay, take a look at the forecast discussion area. Low pressure will move well south of the region this morning, dealing with some scattered showers in the early afternoon. Dry and cool weather falls late today. Tired much of Saturday and windswept soaking rain to the forecast Saturday night until Sunday morning, with rain at various times at a low risk of low clouds flooded dry weather returns Monday, but morning settled weather at times in the form of scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but many hours of dry weather too. Becoming warmer next weekend, near time until 6 p.m. this evening. Summer New England appears to be in a squeeze plane between two swaths of precipitation in the north of an area. Our precipitation continues to move across New Hampshire and Maine, clipping northern Massachusetts. This second incident, stuff from leftover MCS and crust. Virginia and Maryland, this MCS seemed to steal most of the moisture for that models were forecasted over the past few days. Therefore, anticipate scattered showers to continue up across the region with the precipitation amounted to 0.10 inches. By today, middle Atlantic surface will move well south of the region this morning as a cold front will set up showers for the region. This combination will offer showers to develop during the morning hours. We'll have a forecast along the south coast, even as the surface low will be offshore. An upper level trail will swing across the region, decreasing the heights and temperatures aloft. If we did get sunshine today, we'll expect showers and thunder, but because cloud cover has taken hold of the area, anticipate earlier showers to develop late this morning into the afternoon hours. Best location of afternoon showers will be across High trade regions, Berkshires, and Worcester Hills, and otherwise conditional clear from northeast and southwest of the Federated Ridge it builds in. Otherwise, 850 millibar temperature only warms at 8 to 10 Celsius with cloudy skies. Surface temperatures will warm in the mid upper 70s. East coast regions will be closer to the upper 60s as northerly winds switch to a more to a northeast west mid Atlantic low passes east of the southern New England air. And we got a hazardous weather outlook here. Day 1 tonight. Today, hazard weather not expected time. Day 2 for 7, Saturday for Thursday. Saturday night and during Sunday, a soaking wind swept rainstorm is expected. Rainfall amounts 1 to 2 inches expected with a low risk of 3 inches amounts across higher terrain in Connecticut, Massachusetts. Addition of second rainfall may possible over East Massachusetts thunderstorms belt. This may result in urban and port drainage flood in the air. Alright. Looking at the beach forecast here, rip currents low and seas are 1 to 2 feet all around the eastern Massachusetts coastline and Rhode Island coast there. And the surf water temperature 6 degrees from Salisbury down to Duxbury, 59 degrees from Provincetown, East Ham and Chatham, 59 to 6 degrees from the Nantucket, 64 degrees from New Islands, and 64 to 65 degrees from New Bedford, all the way up to Misquamicut and Rhode Island, and Block Island will be 66 degrees here. And UV index 8, very high here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this here. By today, scattered showers maybe before 10 a.m. Cloud skies gradually coming. Most of the skies have about 74 degrees. Northeast about 5 to 7 miles by just based to 30%. New principal about less than 7 inches possible. Tonight, Petrified after 5 a.m. Wise. Most coast skies about 50 degrees. Northeast about 5 miles can come in the evening. Saturday, chance for showers after 4 p.m. Petrified before 8 a.m. Wise. Punch skies about 72 degrees. Chicago be coming. Southeast about 5 to 7 miles by the morning. Just based to 30%. Saturday out. Rain bill after 10 p.m. The rain can be at heavy times. Alright. 58 degrees east with about 6 to 9 miles because size 23 miles by chest base is 9%. New principal about between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. Sunday. Rain and thunderstorms like before noon. Then a chance of rain. Some storms produce heavy rain. Most of the skies have about 73 degrees east with about 7 miles per 7 in the afternoon. Chest base is 70%. Sunday night. Most skies got about 59 degrees. Monday. Most of the podcast skies about 75 about 58 degrees. Tuesday. Most of the skies about 80 degrees. Tuesday. Chance of showers. Most of the skies got about 64 degrees. Chance base to 30%. Wednesday, chance of showers. Sunday, podcast skies about 80 about 60 degrees. Chance base to 40%. And for Thursday, most of the skies about 79 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day. An early cloudy start and then sunny in the afternoon. Viewers, you have a good day with a good party. To you there.